Hi guys, this is Natasha again with Art Adventures, and we're going to continue our printmaking experiments, if you will. So today we're going to go away from sea creatures and just think about the textures and patterns of the sea. And we're going to be doing that using foam and paint again. And this is going to be a little bit different than yesterday's project. So you're going to have just a piece of foam or cardboard right here. And I'm just going to start cutting shapes that I think feel sea-like. Not everyone's opinion of this is going to be different. And maybe some people really hate the sea. So this might be just like plants you like, or something that you've seen at the lake. Flowers, where my parents live, there's lots of flowers growing out of the lake. So you can do things in a pattern, or you can do them randomly. So this time, I did them very randomly with my example that I just showed you right here. But this time I'm going to do more of a pattern. And I'm going to start to cut the shapes in wave-like shapes. Shapes on shapes on shapes. So just cutting and gluing. Now I'm thinking, am I going to invert this? You can kind of connect them or not. All right. So I'm going to start to like add them in the creases here, so it has a really linear, specific type of pattern. And then I'm going to keep layering these on top of each other as we go up into the foam. Okay. So I'm just giving it, moving my scraps away so I have some room. Otherwise things all get painty. My instinct is to never be clean, so don't worry about it too much. So I'm just pressing down a little bit more just to make sure that foam has adhered. And then I'm going to choose my first color. And I am going to choose green. So I'm just going to go in with one color. And this is similar to when we used our pencil eraser. You don't want to use too much because it can get globby. But there's a balance here that is really hard because this paint can dry pretty quickly. So if you take too long to print and paint it, then it can get stuck to the paper. So we just want to kind of quickly do this. Don't worry if it gets on the base of the foam because that part is not going to print. And I'll show you what that's like in just a minute. Okay, so I am going to then just take my paper. I have this fun yellow paper, so it's going to be yellow on green. I'm very excited about this combination. And I'm going to just place it at the top and smooth it on. Use a little bit of pressure for this. Don't be light-handed. And you can start to see it going through. And there you have it. Printmaking. This does actually look like seaweed to me. I'm going to put it on this paper one more time. This is called a ghost print, and I will show you why. Because it's barely there. So that's not going to be your finished product. That is just literally to take away the paint. So now I'm going to go in with blue. And again, I'm doing this kind of quickly. I want to have the time to print it without it getting too dry, but you also don't want it too goopy. So if the first couple times it doesn't work easy for you, just keep going. Printmaking is a lot of trial and error, and as we do it, we learn more. So I'm gonna do blue on blue, why not? Same thing, rubbing. So with a different color, this now looks like waves a little bit. And that is the power of color. It completely changes ideas of what our brain represents different things, and especially with abstraction. So I would like you to do this with at least 2 colors, but if you have time, experiment, see what would happen with a warm color like yellow or red, and see what type of images that conjures up in your head. But that is the end of our foam sea texture project.